So yeah, what's your name and where are you from?
Alan Davis, Aberraman, Aberdare.
And how did you and Guy meet?
Well, I was playing the drums in a band. Her brother was the singer. And she came along one night and that's how we got to meet.
I'd been ill with shingles and I hadn't been out for a week. So my sister-in-law said, why didn't you come to practice? So I did. And we sort of caught each other's eye and that was it really. And we've been together ever since. I didn't take much notice of him really. I quite fancied the guitarist, but that's another story. Anyway, my friend fancied him and asked me to, introduce. So I did, and he wasn't interested really, he wanted to go out with me, so we started going out 1966, I think it was.
Oh, we've been married for, NBC now, oh, God, 53 years, and I knew her for 2 or 3 years before that, so a long time.
Long time.
A long time.
So what sort of things did you used to do together?
Well, mostly what people going out weekend pictures more than anything. Saw loads and loads of films. We had the same interest in films. Going out for a drink, going out for meals, just spending time together as couples do, really.
Didn't go out that much. I had my own room upstairs, we spent a lot of time there.
Of course, they were in a band, so we used to go on bookings with them. They were quite successful and they were called Oscar and the Kingfishers.
I just always fancied playing the drums and bought myself a cheap kit and then gradually worked my way up. Seeing as I never played what I wanted to play, I always wanted to play jazz and ended up playing whatever was popular at the time, like what either Oscar was doing or whatever the other bands were doing. But I had a good time.
And when did you find out about Grandad's cancer diagnosis?
Oh, that's about 10 years ago now.
I don't know, I hadn't been feeling right for a while and then, I don't know, I just went to see the doctor and for a checkup and there you go, cancer.
I'd been out, I think I'd been to yoga. I came back and he said that he'd had to go to the doctors and they said then that he had bowel cancer. That was a bit of a shock. He took it very well, I didn't. And then we saw the specialist and they said, that it's quite serious and you need an operation. So we went through that and I had an allotment at the time. I love gardening. So I had to give that up because he was quite ill with the chemo. And I think they gave him too strong a dose because that's affected him since. His hands are weak and that kind of thing. But he's coped quite well, really. He still has problems, but you just cope, don't you? You have to.
And how would you say it's affected you since, with like everyday to-day life?
It's okay, not great, but it's okay. I guess he'll carry on as normal.
I suppose so, because he doesn't go out anymore. The only time we go out together is with the dogs. He doesn't want to go out anymore, so that's affected us. And of course, because we're both retired, we got to a stage where we had nothing to talk about really, because when you go to work, you come home and you say, oh, such and such happened today, but that went, so it got very lonely, I suppose, for both of us. when you're together for so long as well, there isn't that much to talk about. And of course then, when he became ill, it was very sad, but it brought us together. We were together, I was looking after him, and we became to appreciate each other more, I think, because life is so short. You don't know when you're going to, it's going to be taken away from you. So that, brought us back together. Then we started crafting. He's always been very crafty.
Oh, well, I've always liked sketching and things, but I can't remember how I started, but I started off painting t-shirts and sweatshirts for your mother and Uncle Jean. And I just kept it going. And then of course, Guy with crocheting and things. She was doing bottles, decorating bottles. And I said I could try painting on that, so I started painting bottles. And then she said, show me photos of pebbles and stones being painted. So I said, I'll have a go at that, so I had a go at pebbles. And now my latest thing, which I've never done before, she said, I bought some corns for Uncle Jean. We'll paint redskins on them. So that was a challenge, painting my shoes, but yeah, that's the latest thing I've done. I got one I preferred earlier. Where am I side away? With the marine logo. And then I did a funkier one, same logo, but I put barbed wire instead of the rope. Signed on the left says CJ, my nickname, the stage name of the drumming, Charles Jones.
Slow now, lay down. So that's sort of given us things to converse about, whereas before we sort of not drifted apart, but there wasn't anything to talk about. Whereas now the crafting bits that we do has brought us closer together then, and we've got things to talk about. He was sort of saying, oh, what do you think with this design? Shall I do it this way? So yeah, that's brought us closer together. So that's nice.